I'm reading two short parts from a book titled You and Your People by Kurt Schrey from 1936. And I may put the whole book on video. It's pretty interesting from the part I've read so far. But anyway, so on the left, when Goethe was discussing religion in his discussion of his principles of education, he wrote, "For this reason, we do not tolerate Jews among us. For why should we give them a share in the highest culture which their origin and background rejects?" Fichte and later Moltke use almost the same words to declare the Jews a state within a state. The dam that the peoples had built against this state within a state began to burst with the insane and fateful doctrine of equality proclaimed by the French Revolution. After the emancipation of the Jews in 1812 in Prussia, a steadily increasing stream of Jews moved to Germany, which increased after the World War to an intolerable degree under a state that ignored ethnicity. It came to be that the Jews seemed no longer a state within a state, but the state itself. And do we not have that today in the US and Europe and the entire world? That is what the UN is. So, anyway, on the right, it says Reich Minister Dr. Dare has proven in a comprehensive book that farmers historically are the life source of the Nordic race. This is also true for the German people today. Farmers are the life source of the people. Take any large group of city dwellers, perhaps a school class, and determine where the grandparents were born. You will be amazed at the high percentage of rural origins. Farmers have the children that move to the cities. The rural population, particularly those who till the soil, are bound to the laws of nature. He who owns stocks can arrange his life as he wishes, today one way, tomorrow another. For the farmer, his way of life follows the laws of life. He needs workers, and he secures them in his children, who must be strong and healthy if they are to help him. Usually, all he can pass on is his land, and it is of use only to him who can cultivate it. Thus, farmers breed a firmly rooted and loyal generation. You can understand now why the phrase blood and soil is not merely a rhetorical device, but rather it reveals a law of life. Money and soil are two concepts revealing different worlds. It is unnatural that a farm be split apart, since one thereby tears apart a living thing. It is equally unnatural that it be sold so that the proceeds can be divided among the descendants, that it be converted to money. Industrial developments of the 19th century destroyed this natural view in wide circles of the population, even including the rural population. This is where the Farm Inheritance Law of 15 May 1933, the Farm Law, comes into play. It states that a farm may not be sold or split up without court approval, that it be passed down to the farmer's heir, who may only be a citizen of German or related blood. Only he who is at home with the soil may pass it on to his heirs. Otto Post. So that's pretty interesting. I never heard of that law before, and I think that is incredible. I think that is so important because what are we seeing today in America, in the Midwest, and everywhere in the world, right? You have Bill Gates and a whole bunch of other Jews and, just elites who are buying up all the land and destroying the crops and the soil, right? The old GMO crops, they spray crap on everything. And the more important thing is, how many real small farms are there anymore, right? I don't think there's very many of them. I think most of them are huge, and the little guys usually struggle. So they've almost completely removed people from the soil. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty incredible that they actually passed that law. Very important. We should do that today, I think.